Welcome back to another Wild About Watches video, this time in my tent. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to set up the Fenix 7X so that it matches how I had my 6X set up. And I will also show you how I get this white background as well, which is quite easy to do. So in this video we're going to set up glances, which are your widgets, controls, which are your ring of options, and watch faces. Right, the first thing that we will do is set up hotkeys. Now these are really useful. So this is the 6X. And this is the hotkeys I have set up. They're all set up, every single one. Hotkeys are very useful for instant access. So to set up hotkeys, system, hotkeys. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 hotkeys. Hold start. Now you can obviously do whatever you want. This is my preference. So I like the alarm clock for start. Hold back is timers, which I must admit I don't really use the timers so much. And these are all the different options that you can have for these. And you know, given that I don't use timers for the hold back, this is the holding back button here. If you hold it, you know what? Touch might be better, because there are times when I don't want the touch working. So now what did I have set up for the next one? Hold down, watch face. So we then go down to hold down, which is this one here, bottom left, select it, watch face. This is very useful to go immediately back to the watch face. And you can put any one of these options. Hold down, so start and down, lock and unlock keys. They've suggested touch, but we'll change that to my preference, which is lock and unlock device. Start up, wallet. And then for back and light, so back and light, select flashlight. And then the last one is back and up, is save location. And that's all your hotkeys set up. Now apart from changing one, which is this one down here, I've got them all the same. Flashlight I might not use so much now, because obviously I have a double tap to turn the light on. So let's just see what options that we could use. So alarm clock we already have, backlight settings we don't need, barometer watch we don't need, broadcast HR, change sport clocks. I'll just go through them slowly so you can see each individual one. Maybe stopwatch might be handy for a quick timer. So backlight stopwatch. And then that is now set up. Gratuitous wristwatch check for Shane in the United States. Thanks, Shane. Thanks for all your support, and everyone else as well. Back to important matters. So now we've got hotkeys set up. This is how they work. Long press top right, you can set up your alarms. Long press down the bottom, long press down below, turns your touchscreen on and off. A long press on this key here will have no effect other than to show you. So if we go into weather options and then we go into this, if you press the back key, it takes you back one option. If you press long left, it takes you straight back to the watch. So that one, long press, straight back to the watch. That button, back one step. Obviously, long press of the middle one is not a hotkey, that takes you to your settings. And then long press of top left takes you to your ring of options, again, not a hotkey. Now the two top together do nothing. So top left, bottom right, that locks the device and unlocks it. Middle left, top right is your wallet, and it's obviously not set up yet. Top left, bottom right, I've now set up as my stopwatch. Middle left, bottom right, position. So I'll just show that again. This is how you remember what your hotkeys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then rotate 6, top left, bottom right, and then drop this one 7. So that's just 7 hotkeys. When we come back to the 6X, we have all these widgets that I set up previously. So we will set up the widgets so that they are the same as here. How you set up the widgets is very, very simple. So short press straight into widgets and down to edit. You could also, with the touch screen, scroll up and down and touch edit, and you select it and delete it with the right hand button as necessary. First of all, let's look at how you add a widget. So go to edit, all the way down to add, and then this is where you can add your widget. So you might want to add time zones, altimeter, calories, compass. So these are all widgets you can add. So I deleted some earlier. I must admit it was accidental in the end, but we'll add them back. So when you want to add a widget, you just go to the one that you want. Press top right plus to add. We've added all the ones that we want to add. So these are now your widgets. So you can delete a widget top right with that little delete symbol there, or you can move it up and down. So solar intensity, I think, is quite useful to be near the top. And then I like to have sleep, training status, I'm going to delete, I don't need that. Last activity, we'll accept that and we will move it all the way down the bottom. We'll put it down there, we don't need that. But it's handy to have. And you can basically just move these around as you see fit. So you're pressing this one here. Now I like to have sunrise and sunset near the top. So then we press sunrise and sunset. Is very, very useful for me for some bizarre reason. Solar intensity and sleep. Steps is not so important. So we'll put that one down the bottom somewhere, down with activity, and accept it. And then you go back to the top, heart rate, body battery, pulse oxygen, performance. ABC is your altimeter, barometer and compass. That is quite handy to have access to pretty quickly, I have to say. Now, because this has altimeter and barometer in it, we can come down here and we can remove the compass, we can remove the barometer, and we can remove the altimeter, because we don't need those, they're all in ABC. So you can move these around to however you want. performance will move down there. Weather's handy to have near the top, so we'll maybe put it there. And then once you've done all that and you moved your widgets to how you want, you can then basically come out, and then to access them you do one of two things. You either quick press on the left up, that gets you to the bottom one, and then you just have all information to hand. You can just use the touch screen and access it that way. So all of these things, you can just access them super quick and super easy, and they're all quite useful. We will set up the watch face later, but you can hang around a little bit longer for that and support the channel by watching for more. Your ring of options. Hello dog, do you want to come in? Look at that. Oh, look at that funny dog. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. In order to alter this, what you need to do is long press middle down to appearance, controls, and these are all the items in that section. Add new, airplane mode. Some of these can be found in the widget, but many are unique to here. Alarm clock, time zones, altimeter, assistance, backlight. We'll add backlight. Broadcast heart rate. I wonder what that is. Let's add that just for fun. Compass. So again, these are all different things that you can add to your ring of options, and then come out, long press. Now you can see you've added backlight, we've added heart rate, we've added compass. So these are all the different things that we've now added. So long press here, we can go down to appearance, and from here you can change your watch face, which we'll do later, your glances, which is your widgets, or your controls, which is your ring of options, as I call them now, as I've been calling them this time. Now, for what you've all been waiting for, you've waited the whole video, so we will now do watch face. How do I get this face on here? I'll show you. Like most things, long press middle left, watch face, it's the first option. And then you can select up and down arrow to choose the face that you like the most. Now, personally, I like this one the most, so I'm going to select this one because this is the one that I like, but you can choose any of the others, and obviously they are set up the same way. Press top right. So the first thing you need to do is decide whether you want seconds. Yes. Layout. So we're going to keep that layout, but you can change how it looks. Again, I like that one. Data. You can see we're flashing heart rate at the top. Now on this one I have battery, and I like to have battery information there. So once it's flashing, you can then put up there any of these options. I'd go for that one, battery. Ooh, it's getting a bit blustery out there. Then we've got the date. We'll keep that as the date. And then we've got sunset. If you want to change it, then you have pretty much the same options as you had up above. So I'm going to go with sunset. I think that's a good option. And then when you press it again, you can now change what you have down the bottom. So you can have altimeter, barometer, or solar. I'm going to go with the barometer. That's the most sense to me. Accent color. This is the one where you can change the color of the minute and choose whichever one you want to have. Then you go down to data color. So this one, you could change the color of the data. So that's a bit of color on your screen. And then you can go down to background color. This is the one everybody wants. Black, white, black, white. Select, apply. And that is how you set up your watch face. And obviously, you know, you can change that as much as you like until you get it how you want it, you know, exactly. And we've now really, I might do a couple of tweaks. So basically now we've got the Fenix 7X set up in a very, very similar way for day-to-day use, in a very similar way to the 6X. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe all, and I will see you in the next one.